Hi everybody, Steve Sheets here with GhostRanch Communications, recording my first segment of Shortcut Corner. It'll be a multi-part mini-series about time-saving shortcuts in PowerPoint. This one today, talking about the PowerPoint workspace and kind of how shortcuts in PowerPoint work, as well as covering a few miscellaneous shortcuts that I like to use to help save me time and hopefully save you time as well. You'll probably notice my PowerPoint might not look exactly like yours. I might have a couple more tabs here just from plugins, and my quick access toolbar, which is here along the very top, has a whole lot of buttons in it because I've customized it. I highly recommend that you do that as well if you want to learn more about it. I've got a whole video about how to do it. The gist of it is that more commands here is where you'll find everything you need to add buttons to your quick access toolbar. And where I like to have mine is below the ribbon, and that brings it down here where it's closer to everything that I'm working on. You know, just easy, quick mouse access there, especially if you're on a Mac. That's going to be a useful thing. If you're on a PC, you can actually use your keyboard to activate all these buttons. We'll get into that later. Quick access toolbar is great. Let's talk about the selection pane, which can be found under Arrange on your Home tab, or you can hold Alt and press F10. That'll open it up for you. And then the next thing I like to do is open up my formatting pane, which can be opened by right-clicking literally like anywhere on or around the slide. I right-clicked on the background, so it's saying Format Background. Format's the keyword you want to be looking for. Click that. And there we go, format background. That will get you into all kinds of great stuff. And it reacts to what you have selected. So like if I have text selected, you'll see I get options not only for the shape, its format, its effects, its size and properties, but I'll also get text options, which is going to be its format, its effects, and the text box, which is essentially its size and shape. Definitely going to be doing a whole video about the formatting pane. There's just a ton of good stuff in there. I highly recommend you explore it. I use it all the time, which is why opening it up right away is just an essential part of what I do. And we talked a little bit about the right-click menu there. We got a look at it, which is going to bring me to my first type of shortcut. You'll see here that some of these letters have underlines on them, like L on layout, R on reset slide, I on grids and guides, R again on ruler. You can tap those keys and it'll navigate through there. Like say I wanted to open up my format pane, and there it is. I can right click and you will see the S on Format Text Effects is underlined, but it's actually the second S. The first S is for Translate. So how this works, I'll click off of it and start over. Right click, tap S once, there we go. It takes me to Translate, tap S again, takes me to Format Text and Effects. If I press Enter now, it will open my formatting pane. That's how that works. Keep an eye out for those underlines in your right-click menus for stuff that you use a lot. It's super handy. And then another great thing about right-click is say I were to highlight some text, this really useful little mini menu pops up, but if I move my mouse, it goes away. If I right-click, it comes back. It gives me a lot of formatting options like font color, font size, font itself, some alignment options. Those are all really useful things, so don't forget that's there. I know this particular little menu is something that I've been neglecting and have been consciously trying to start using more often. I think it could save me some time, and I'm sure it can help others as well, so be sure to check that out in addition to all of your underlined letters here. Another great thing about underlined letters in PowerPoint is the right-click menu is not the only place they appear. If you tap Alt, you get a similar effect here. These ones along the top will take you to different tabs. And these numbers along the bottom for PC users are how you can access your quick access toolbar functions. And all of these things, they're going to react depending on what you have selected. Like if I select some text here, I'm going to have a whole lot more options. Like say I wanted to, I don't know, center the title, tap Alt, H for home, and AC right there, align center. There we go. There's other shortcuts that could do the exact same thing, but we'll get to that in a text formatting edition of Shortcut Corner. Some other really important functions of PowerPoint. You can use pinch zooming if you're on a touchpad, but PowerPoint is a very mouse intense program, so I highly recommend that you use an actual mouse and not the touchpad on your computer. I think that alone will make you way faster. With your mouse, if you hold Control and do your mouse wheel in and out, that'll zoom you in and out on slides. It can also zoom you in and out on previews. So in this case, Control is a key that's modifying the function of what the mouse wheel usually does. Shift can also have a similar effect. For instance, this button right here is for the normal view of PowerPoint. If I tap it normally, it's going to take me to the outline view. Tap it again, it'll take me back. If I hold Shift and click it, it's going to take me to the master slide view where I see the template that this slide is based on. And then if I hold and click it one more time, it's going to take me, this is the actual master slide. The one we were on before was the layout. So this master slide is kind of the keys to everything in the whole PowerPoint. It controls the defaults for everything. If I just click normal view again, without holding Shift that time, takes me back to the slide that I was on. So that's a really great feature. Other great examples are the Slideshow. Shift click here will take me to set up Slideshow. I can choose what monitor I want the slideshow to present on, tell it to loop continuously, all sorts of good stuff, turn off animations, yada yada. I'll cancel that, and I might get this one wrong. I want to say Alt click on Slideshow. Let's see, yep, there it is. That's my slideshow preview. This can be a really good place to, if you just want to double check animations that you're working on, I think it's a little faster to go this route than to have to click the actual slideshow every time. And you just click off of it and it goes away. Seems like a great way to do it. Couple other quick functions that are probably worth discussing. Say I love this slide and I want another one just like it. Control D is duplicate. That's a very useful function to know. It works on whatever you have selected. So like that just gave me a new text box. If I have the slide selected, it'll duplicate the slide. Now, no matter what I have selected, if I hit Control Shift D, it will always duplicate the slide. Now, I think this is really useful because say I want to try something and I'm not sure which I'm going to like more, like maybe I don't want this font to be bold, and I think it would look good if it was like a size or two bigger. Now I can compare the two. I think it turns out that I liked it the way it was originally after all. Nope, think I like the new one. All right, so that's the beauty of Control Shift D. You can kind of do some A/B testing as you're working through. Always duplicate your slides so that you don't screw up things that it turns out you liked after all. Some general shortcuts that we should probably mention just for the heck of it, stuff you probably already know. Control C to copy, Control V to paste, Control Z to undo, Control Y to redo. Control Y to redo actually has some really great hidden functions that we will be diving into in the next part of our Shortcut Corner series. I think that's it for today. Hit us up at GhostRanch.com For any questions you might have about PowerPoint, I'd love to help you out. We also run a whole bunch of design services for all things sales enablement. Happy to help with any of that too. And we look forward to speaking with you. Thanks so much.